Back to another issue of Comic Corner. I'm Tony, and I'm here with
Roman.
We're gonna bring you last week's issues, right?
Last week's issues.
Yeah. We're gonna start off with Valiant's Secret Weapons.
Weapon, #1.
I didn't know much about Valiant. So when I was reading this, I was like, I was a little bit lost, but it was good.
It's good. Valiant kind of turned a corner when they came back, because if you're a long-time comic book reader, you know that Valiant kind of sucked in the 90s. It was awful. Like, they were the worst comics you can kind of imagine.
Really?
Yeah, they were bad. They were real bad. They were almost unreadable.
I only know one Valiant reader, and he's always said it was decent.
Yeah.
But again, but this comic has really good art, and the story is like, what's the worst powers you give people and still call them kind of superhero-ish?
Yeah, it's basically like there was a team book. Excuse me. There was a team book for Valiant back in the day, and they brought it back, or when they did like the whole relaunch, they had it there too. It was called Harbinger. And Harbinger was basically like their X-Men. Like, they had a whole bunch of people with odd powers.
Yeah, this felt like X-Men.
And that's basically what it is.
It's like X-Men Rejects.
Pretty much.
It's like, oh man, I'm gonna make this cool. You're like, what can you do? It's like, I can make things shiny.
Yeah, and like the whole thing with this one is that Harada, he's like he was supposed to be the Xavier, but turned out to be like the Magneto of the whole thing. Like, he was just there to kind of control them more than anything. And when that fell down, there's a secret weapon that helps all the kids out. And there's these kids that were in this program before, but when the building got attacked, it looks like, and it went into ruins, those kids kind of spread out, and there's a woman that's trying to like protect them, like safeguard them,
because there's something hunting them down.
Yeah, and it's alluded to the fact that it's like it could be a god incarnated into our world again, like Greek gods, Roman gods, kind of thing.
I don't know. It was good. I want to keep reading it.
Yeah,
mostly because you want to see these people with crappy powers get out of situations against a really good villain.
Yeah, I want to see if their powers ever get like in control. Like, you know, with X-Men, it was always one of those things where it was like, they had these powers, they couldn't control them. With Xavier's help and through the school, they were able to, gain control.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the X-Men, they all had like decent powers.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I want to see if these like crappy powers turn out to be something, that gets stronger and better.
Well, you can already see the seeds of it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, this trigger was like, it can be good.
The guy works at just spoilers just for a little bit. There's a guy, one of the main guys can conjure things, but he doesn't know how to control it in any way.
So it just comes out at random.
Yeah, it comes out random times, and it's a random item. He doesn't have control over it. So he's at his job, and then a shotgun appears in his hand. He's like, "Fuck!" They catch him. He gets fired.
They're like, no one sells shot. They don't sell weapons in the store.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, crap.
It's like a Home Depot or like a Lowe's or something.
I mean, they have the X-Men element of screw up kids.
Yeah. So you can see like that's a powerful weapon if you know how to use it, or I guess powerful power. If you know how to use it, but as of right now, it's just kind of, he doesn't know what to do.
But it was good, though.
Yeah,
it was good.
I like it.
Their teacher guardian thing was actually pretty decent. I like technopaths. I don't know why. People that can control like technology and shit, I always found interesting.
Yeah,
but you guys should pick it up.
Power.
It should be.
Hey, hold on. But you don't like Cyborg? And he's the epitome of technomancy.
I don't like
basically.
Cyborg, and I don't like.
But he's exactly what you said about his powers.
I don't like the dude with the T on his face.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You just don't like black characters.
I don't like DC.
Apparently, you're just racist.
I mean, she's a girl though. She's a black girl.
Yeah.
I said I just liked her.
You know she's like a cyborg, right?
Is she? I don't know much. I don't know much about Valiant. All I'm saying is that
you heard it here first, folks. Tony's racist.
I'm I'm from Texas. We don't mean to be racist. It's just how we're brought up.
I don't think that's it at all.
Everybody in Texas is a little racist, just a bit. So. Just a bit.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, we're going to move on to our next comic, which is Teen Titans number 9, I believe.
Yeah, it was number 9. It's the start of a new arc.
Start of a new arc called Rise of Aqualad or something like that.
Yeah, it's the blood of the Manta or something. That's the thing.
Blood of Manta, probably something like that.
This is after the Lazarus contract. I think that's what they named it.
Yeah, it was the Lazarus contract.
All right, so this is the aftermath, and they're giving you a little bit of what happened at the end with Wally.
A little bit of what happened with Wally and where he's headed to.
Which threw me a surprise. I haven't read Teen Titans for a while. I know Wally's skin color change. I'm not being racist.
It sounds like you are. It doesn't sound like it.
I'm not being racist, but the Wally I grew up was that funny screwball with fucking like almost ginger. I was like, this is Wally now?
He's ginger, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing with the whole New 52 going into Rebirth. With Rebirth, during the New 52, they brought back Wally West. Yeah, Wally West.
It's supposed to be Wally West.
Yeah, and that's Wally West. That's just the Wally West from the New 52. And the Wally West that we grew up with.
Yeah, which was our Flash, or at least my Flash.
It was our Flash, but I never really.
I see. When I saw the costume, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a new form of Bart." But I was like, "It's Wally." I was like, "It's Wally, really?" And he looked all, teen angst and stuff. I was like, "Oh man, they killed one of my favorite characters, which is Wally West with the screw, the funny, funny Flash." And I was like, "All right," but I mean. It's a good story. It's a good story.
It lets you know, if you didn't read the New 52 and didn't know anything about Aqualad, if you did read that, you know kind of his origin.
Is he Aqualad?
Yeah, he's Aqualad.
Yeah. Okay. I got introduced to the character from that animated show.
Yeah, Young Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was Young Justice, they even tell you his kind of origin.
Yeah, in Young Justice, they tell you who his father is.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a big thing. Spoilers, we're not going to let you know.
No, I mean, but they didn't get into the mom, and I was really surprised about the mom.
Yeah, the mom thing was new.
I was like, okay. I mean, he seems like a good character. I'd rather focus on Starfire, Raven, and Beast Boy. Because I really don't like Robin.
I'm fine with all the characters.
And like Robin's always been one of those characters that'll be like, please just die. And when the Joker killed one of them, I was so happy.
I like Robin. I like Damian.
I don't like Damian. I swear to God, I was just like, dude, get over it and just hit him with a stick until he not move no more. But
he's like the one that you should like out of all of them.
I mean, he's better than Dick. But not better than Jason.
We have completely different opinions on all of this.
Dick Grayson sucks balls. That is the worst Robin out there, and I hate Nightwing. I do. Nightwing has such a big following,
but he's the only Robin to like be like, I'm not gonna be Robin anymore.
Well, Jason Todd
had to die and then come back to life through some bullshit with Ra's al Ghul to become Red Hood.
Wait, to begin with, hold on. In the DC universe, that's how everybody comes back.
Yeah,
somehow everybody gets into like Lazarus.
No, everybody comes to Lazarus Pit.
It's like, hey, how'd you come back? It's like Lazarus Pit. It's like, damn.
Superman didn't come back from a Lazarus Pit.
We don't know yet.
He had a Kryptonian. Not now. I don't know about now. They probably would do that fucking.
It's like, hey, Ra's al Ghul is bringing everybody back.
But yeah, the thing is, Dick's always gonna be my favorite. He's always gonna be my favorite Robin. Then it's gonna be Damian. Then it's gonna be
no one remembers
Tim, and then it's gonna be Jason.
Really, you gonna put Jason at the end?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Jason.
As a Robin, he was horrible, and that's why the Joker killed him. Yeah. But I like the Red Hood. I like the Red Hood a lot.
Yeah, but the Red Hood's just. I mean, think of
the characters I like. I like Punisher. Yeah. He's almost like Punisher.
Yeah.
He has his fucking vengeance and
you have a type and you stick with it.
Well,
exactly.
They write him good. When he was in the Red Hood in the Arsenal.
That was a terrible comic.
I liked it.
Fuck that. Scott Lobdell, if you listen to this, oh my God, you gotta.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but he did a good job. All right.
Not to me, you didn't.
They canceled your shit too fast. I'm not defending my point here, but either way, I like Red Hood. Anyways,
but either way,
back to the comic.
When it comes to this, it's a good read. It's a good jumping on point if you don't know what's going on, and it leads you to another comic that I'm actually interested in for next week because they kind of tie in together. But we'll see, and I know you'll probably be happy about it.
DC kind of has been going like. You read this next week, kind of all ties together.
Yeah, they've been running a rough shot, honestly, on my pick.
For the next comic, I know I was making fun of it last week. I know I was like, oh man, what are they doing? But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to pick one up. I couldn't find the Taz one, because Taz by far is my favorite Looney Tune. I have a lot of Taz shit. Too much Taz stuff.
For me, it's either Daffy or Marvin.
Oh, Marvin's a close second.
Yeah, but
I like Jonah Hex. So,
I do, but I don't know. I like all the Looney Tunes to be honest.
All Looney Tunes are good, but there's a ladder of how you like them.
I think I like Daffy Duck because he has one of my favorite episodes. The Robin Hood. He has it's basically like they tell Robin Hood, and he's Robin Hood, and Porky is like a friar, like a priest.
Oh, okay, I remember. Yeah,
and he has one of my favorite gags where it's the up and away, where he swings on the rope from a tree branch. He goes up and away, and he hits a tree. He's all up and away. Dock, another one up.
Classic cartoon.
And it just gets beaten down. Then he chops all of them, so he has a clear slate to slide or to rope swing. And when he does, he hits like another.
For Looney Tunes,
or he hits a rock.
For Looney Tunes, for Bugs Bunny to be like their poster boy, Daffy Duck has a lot of stuff. I mean, he Doug Dodgers. Yeah. He was the series where he turns into like a Mr. Hyde style, where he becomes that monster. Where he puts on the teeth and messes up his hair and stuff. What else does he say?
Oh, he has Duck Tracy, which I love. That's a funny.
And Bugs Bunny Bugs Bunny's in everything. But I was like, man, they really like Daffy. But I like Taz, destructive fat boy that eats everything. That was me when I was young. Plus brown skin. I know it doesn't have to be either, but growing up in the hood...
It's sounding more racist as it goes on, isn't it, folks?
Growing up in the hood, you saw the cholos wear Taz. I was like, man, I want to be like that, too.
I never wanted to be like that.
And then when Fiesta Sexes became... whatever it is now.
Part of the... Six Flags.
Six Flags. Yeah. They got Taz everything. And I was enjoying the shit. I had the plushes and the fucking sandals and the shoes. I shit you not... 2 weeks ago, or like about a month ago, I realized that Converse released Converse Taz shoes. I went to hunt those things down.
Did you get them?
Yeah, I did. Right, they're awesome. Anyways, this is a surprise.
It's not okay.
I came in expecting reading Looney Tunes comics. I mean, I have Looney Tunes comics because I get them from my nieces. So I thought it was that whole bubble style drawing. Yeah. And so I picked it up, I opened it, and I was like, oh man, look at this art. The art is beautiful. And they draw them humanized. They draw them like...
Yeah, they draw them like...
I'm not explaining,
like Yosemite Sam doesn't look like a cartoon character. He just looks like a short, like, red-headed dude.
Yeah, he's short, like short cowboy.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the way they write him is Yosemite Sam.
That's the thing that fucks me up about this comic. It's just like... first of all, it's not good. I'm going to say it. It's not good.
What?
It's just...
You don't like a foghorn leghorn as a boxer?
I love foghorn leghorn.
But he's a boxer in this one. He looks all ripped and stuff.
I like boxers. That's fine. But it's just... It's bad. It's not good writing. And
it's not.
The thing that is really weird about it is that you grew up looking at these characters in a certain way. You looked at them as cartoon characters. You know, when Yosemite Sam shot, he really didn't hit anything. He just kind of shot. And
this time he
kills people.
Yeah.
And it's just grown up, and it just... I don't know. It's not Looney Tunes. They just were...
I found that really interesting, though.
But here's the thing. You can take out all those... You can take out the two Looney Tunes characters that they have in there. You can replace them with almost anybody else, and it's just a Jonah Hex story.
It is.
Which is fine, but do that instead. I don't want.
It's Jonah Hex dumb. I don't want to say dumbed down, but it's kid almost kid friendly.
No, it's not.
Other than the killing,
everybody's covered in blood, and somebody shoots.
I don't know how to explain it, but when you're reading it like it's for kids. Like, because it's a Looney Tunes language.
Do not buy this for your kids. If you have young kids, do not buy it for them.
But, like, alright, the art is amazing. Yes, everybody's covered in blood. But you're reading it, and you hear the voices of Looney Tunes. Oh, at least that's the way I read it. And you're like...
I get it.
It's like, I don't know, it's like cutesy style.
No, it's not. There's nothing cutesy about it.
So, when Foghorn was getting beat up, and he was like, when he was doing that little moment sometimes...
He just has a speech impediment.
I was just a picture in my head like, this is like the cartoons. It's weird.
My problem with it is that it can just be a Jonah Hex story, and I think that's what it should be, instead of shoehorning in Yosemite and Foghorn Leghorn.
It's not. I mean, at the end of the comic, they give you like a second comic strip style.
Yeah, it's like
where it's cartoonized.
Yeah, it's like you see 5 minute.
You see Jonah Hex as if he was gonna be in Looney Tunes.
Which I would much prefer to see that instead. Like bring the DC characters, even if they're serious, bring them to a cartoon level.
Well, they do that in every comic.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's what intrigues me, because I want to see how they. Batman was supposed to be against Elmer Fudd. Mm-hmm. And in the cover, mm-hmm. you see that 80s 90s style Batman, mm-hmm. which is just like red, and you see mm-hmm. the thing, you see him with a shotgun. Mm-hmm. I want to see how they write him. How
you that doesn't sound interesting.
And I want to see how they do Taz as because he's Wonder Woman, mm-hmm. so I'm guessing they made him some kind of like goddish mm-hmm. monster. I want to see how they draw Taz like that, all grown up.
The only thing I want to see is Wonder Woman and Gossamer.
They have a Marvin and Martian too. I want to see how these characters get written as if they were grown.
I'm not opposed to reading them. I just think that's the wrong way to handle the characters.
It is, but it's interesting enough where I want to go pick up the rest just to see how they got my fucking characters for my kids, and I'm like, I want to see what they do. I'm intrigued. I'm interested.
If you're looking for just a Jonah Hex story, go ahead and pick it up. But if you're looking for Looney Tunes, don't buy it.
If you're looking to see how Yosemite Sam would look like a fucking regular cowboy shooting and killing people, or if Foghorn Leghorn was a boxer, then pick it up. It's interesting at most. The art is great. The story's crap, but interesting.
Alright,
so we're gonna get.
We do have 2 picks of the week because me and Tony differ.
Yeah, we clearly agree.
Clearly on
Alright, let's start with mine because mine's simple-minded awesomeness. Okay. I'm gonna start with issue 1 of
Edge of Venomverse.
Venomverse?
Yeah.
That's so hard to say.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister.
Is what it is what happens if the symbiote got into your favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah.
What happens if they had like Venom's power, mm-hmm. which was amazing. And this one, X-23 gets it. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna give you no spoilers or anything. Clear back cover, you can see that she has it. Yeah. But oh my god, I was like, they gave me everything I like in comics and action comics too. It was just beat 'em up, gore, with a decent story, but it wasn't too wordy. Because comics nowadays are either really simplified or really wordy.
And I guess
there is like no in between. Like you have both words. You're either gonna get it for the art and action, or you're gonna get it for the really good story.
Okay.
And this one is what it is. It's beat 'em up. It's Marvel throws out symbiotes to everybody.
It's the summer blockbuster of comics. Like, you know how you're gonna have the big action movie during the summer? This is basically comic. It's X-23. She somehow gets the symbiote. She does get Venom. And towards the end, it gets more interesting, but I don't know if it's enough for me to keep reading it. But if you keep reading, that's completely fine.
So what is it? Why didn't you like it, though?
It's just... I have a problem when they kind of did this with Spider-Man, where it's just like... the whole thing with Spider-Man, he had a thing called Spider-Verse, where everybody got powers.
Which is coming back. Oh no, Spider-Man come back? Or Spider-Verse coming back?
No, Venomverse. That's what it is.
No, I mean they were doing something else with Spider-Man in the future. I saw a cover to it. I think it's Spider-Man 2 or 3.
There's Spider-Man. I know Spider-Man 2 is coming back, and
is that what it is?
That's the one where Miles and Peter Parker first met.
Yeah, I have that.
So now we're gonna redo it basically since they're in the same universe. But this one, what I didn't like about it is just the same problem I had with Spider-Verse. It doesn't have, because clearly I'm a story guy, and it doesn't have.
I'm an art and action kind of person.
Yeah, and for me, it's just like I already know what's gonna happen. It's just.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows.
It's like going to the movies and watching a dumb action movie. You know what you're getting to.
Exactly, and
but it's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, it's like Fast and the Furious. Like everybody loves those movies, but I've never seen one, to be honest.
It's like you just want to relax and don't want to think about too much, but you want to be entertained, and you like Marvel characters. That's what I'm getting. That's exactly what I'm getting.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Like, don't. At least for this, maybe Venomverse might be different. I could be wrong. They could change. They could have a way to actually make that story interesting. But this is something that I've already kind of seen, and I've already seen kind of the what can come out of it. It's just I don't know if that's what I want to read, because a lot of this kind of stuff where, like with Gwenpool and all the Spider-Gwen.
Oh, okay.
All that kind of stuff kind of spiraled and had a way out from Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So it's just.
So you think there's gonna be a whole bunch of symbiotes running around?
Yeah, and that's just. You just gotta have a big bell or something.
No, I mean I like symbiotes.
Yeah.
As you can see, I have a carnage somewhere right there.
Carnage right there.
And I have Venom somewhere.
Yeah, it's just.
I like them so as long as they keep giving to me.
Yeah, it's just a summer blockbuster. That's fine. It's nothing on the writing. The writing was exactly what you'd expect. It's just not what I like. And it's just me.
And your taste is just wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people hate me for my taste. So that's fine.
Moving on to his pick.
My pick of the week.
Which I thought was the worst comic of the week, but it's because I don't know the
worse than fucking Jonah Hex?
I told you, dude, the Jonah Hex I really like.
I do not agree with that.
You were there when I opened it and started reading. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not bad, but it's not good. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna get some more. I'm
done with it.
Anyways, getting to the Flash. I know you got some words to it's wordy as hell. Because it's an origin story. For a character that I don't care for. Yeah. I watched the TV show and stuff like that, but that's what it seems. It seems like DC has these popular shows, so they want people that watch the show to read the comics. So they're giving characters from the shows and the comics. But I know that Reverse Flash has always been there, but when it comes to the Flash, it was either the Black Rider or the Rogues. The Rogues is the only thing I cared for the Flash. Yeah. And then again, it's Barry Allen. I don't like the way they ever wrote Barry Allen. I don't like the whole series Flash. Like I said, my Flash was Wally, which was that way happy-go-lucky, gets in weird situations, and he's buddy with he used to be buddy with Green Lantern. Turns out Barry Allen's the one that's buddy with Green Lantern. No,
he ended up during the late 90s, early 2000s, when they introduced Kyle Reiner as the Green Lantern. Yeah. They kind of butted heads, but then they became friends. Just like Hal and Barry. But Hal and Barry got along right away because the way they kind of explained it, it makes sense, is they're both cops.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? One's a space cop, one's a Earth cop.
And the art in this usually, like, I read Flash comics before, and the art's really great. Yeah. This one, it looked like like messy art. I want to explain it really good.
I can get that. The art is not for everybody. Is it my favorite art? No. I'd much rather have a more clean style with Flash.
It looked messy because when you're drawing Flash, I get a lot of lines and stuff because the speed, the force stuff. But the character itself, I was like, man, this looks like a weird, like sloppy Flash.
Yeah, it's weird, but that's one of those things where maybe it's because I'm a DC reader, and I've been a long time DC reader. DC was never like an art house. It was never.
It wasn't. But like I said, the story wasn't captivating enough.
Yeah,
I get it. The DC is not a big on art because their storytelling is really great. Yeah. They give, when you like a character, they give you what you want for that character. Mm-hmm. I don't like Reverse Flash. I don't really care for him. Okay. And this is exactly what it is. It's Reverse Flash comic. Yeah. Now that's why it's under Jonah Hex. Yeah. Because it's a character I don't like, and they really they really try to make sure you knew the character before they kept writing them. Mm-hmm. The art is sloppy, so I was like, so the art's sloppy, and they're talking about a character I don't like, which Flash has a lot to do with it, but he's very little in the comic. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He has a big part to do with that. I'll explain why.
But that's why this was to be a pass for me. Yeah. Even if it is start of a new arc, and they're giving you, okay, this is for the future of Flash. Again, it's Barry Allen's Flash. Something I don't really care for.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of almost any Flash, to be honest with you. I don't hate any of the Flashes. Barry is my favorite. Well, he's not my favorite. My favorite is Jay Garrick, the Golden Age Flash. Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's the best, to be honest with you. I like him
because he has the powers of the gods. I always thought it was a better story.
Yeah, I always like his fucking hat. I'm telling you, the best thing I ever saw was an old JSA comic. Sorry for the brief aside. Where he like whips his hat
and catches it.
No, he whips his hat and he runs it at full speed, and then he punches it. And since he punched it so hard, it reverberates and it creates like a shockwave that just like blasts everybody into it. So Jay is fucking.
Oh, Jay's good.
Yeah. Heads and shoulders, he's my favorite. But Barry is
up there.
Is up there because it sounds stupid, but like he's one of the few kind of comic book characters that I can kind of relate to in that respect, where he's kind of just a normal guy. He's serious about his work and he cares about his family, and that's kind of like his whole thing.
Yeah, he takes being a hero super serious too.
Yeah, and that's why I've always liked Flash. In this one, what was interesting is it's all about Reverse Flash, and he is, Reverse Flash is Flash's Joker. Like, it's his greatest enemy.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah. Don't compare the greatest villain to fucking Reverse Flash.
Yeah, I agree. Reverse Flash is the greatest villain. The thing is, they finally gave him an origin story in this one. So if you're interested to see how the Reverse Flash has an actual origin, because when he was created, he didn't have an origin, and as far as I know, they kind of gave him a little backstory, but they never explained.
They gave him a little. If you watch the show, they give you some explanation of why he's there and why he was created, but they didn't go into
the detail like this one. Yeah, and that's why I liked it. It's just something new. It's not. I haven't seen an origin that was kind of taken that way, where it specifically started off in that way, and I don't want to spoil anything. That's why I'm leaving it kind of. So
I want you to read it.
I do want you to read it because it's a good comic. The art is a bit messy, like you said. I would much rather have a more clean inking art style, but that's not what we get. Just read it. Actually, read it, and the art will help move the story along. But just concentrate on the words and kind of see what.
It's alright. It's one of those comics you buy and keep in the restroom.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we have different. You like the blockbusters. I like.
There's a reason. This one's in the sleeve and that one's just in.
I'll take it.
Alright, but we're getting back into our trade back.
Yes, sir.
And this goes back when the Ultimate Universe was really good.
About 2001.
Yeah,
probably.
And you have another. This Millar dude, he knows what he's doing.
Here we go. The reason I brought this up is it is Ultimate X-Men. It's the very first run, so Volume 1, and it's by Mark Millar, and I think the art is Adam or Andy Kubrick. I think it's Adam.
See, I always liked the art from the Ultimate Universe. Yeah. It always popped a little bit more. The colors were great, and I was just like, the characters just awesome.
It looks like a 90s comic, and that's the thing. It's like it has like a certain art style. You know the art style when you see it. Basically, this is the origin of the X-Men. So you're gonna get your original 5 basically, and you're gonna have them kind of traveling the world, thanks to Xavier and Cerebro, and tracking down other mutants. And just like in the other ones, Magneto makes his appearance.
Yes.
It's just really well. It's a well-made comic book. It's written well. It's drawn well. It's inked well. It was well.
That was the total package.
Yeah, it's everything.
And when you were buying the comics, it made you get more.
Exactly.
If you're buying the trade backs, you're gonna get this. You're gonna read it. And you're like, okay, I want volume 2.
Yeah.
And then when you start reading volume 2, and when it starts crossing into the Ultimates, you're gonna be like, I want the Ultimates. You're gonna pick up the Ultimates. You're gonna want all the lines from the Ultimate Universe before Ultimatum kind of blew it up.
Yeah, Ultimatum was I don't know. It's one of the sticking points for me in the Ultimate Universe, because I really like the Ultimate Universe as a whole, and then Ultimatum. My biggest problem with Ultimatum was it kind of they started writing themselves into a corner, and they tried to get out of that corner by shocking you with like people that they never kill in the normal universe.
Well, it was around the time where you were reading anything, it was all shock value.
Exactly. So
it was around the time where Game of Thrones was being like ready getting its heat.
No, this was way before. No, this was way before.
Because when Ultimatum happened
happened like 2008.
Yeah, it's about the time people were all reading the first book of
Game of Thrones has been out for a long time. Before then,
yeah, but
it didn't get popular until the show, and the show's
been like what 7 years, 7, 8 years.
Yeah,
so it's about the time everybody was like, no, we gotta give them that shit.
7, 8 years is like
2010.
Yeah,
and Ultimatum was 2009.
I think it was, honestly, I'll double check, but I want to say it was like 2007, because I got back into comics around 2006. And I had like a whole solid year of reading like everything. And then because
I can remember Ultimatum happened when everybody... You remember that little boom where everything you read was all shock? They're like, oh, guess what? We're going to kill a character. Yeah. Oh, man, can't believe I'm going to do this. Even comics got into that where you're like, oh, man, I can't believe they actually did this thing. That's where I was. But anyways... As he does his research, usually guys just pick up anything Ultimate Universe. To be honest with you, it's all good. They look like they have a little bit more freedom to write the characters. Yeah. So they put them in positions that everybody would be like, oh man, why did they do this and that with this character? Ultimate Universe actually did that, and they gave you great characters like Ultimate Taskmaster, which was one of my favorites, to be honest. And then they gave you John's favorite, which is a gay what's his name, the Russian,
Gay Colossus. Yeah. It's just it modernizes the X-Men, because after so long of continuity, that's why the Ultimate Universe was pretty much started, because they wanted to retell those those origin stories, but give them an updated twist to them. And that was the whole thing with this X-Men, with the Ultimate Spider-Man, which I love as well. And to a certain extent, Ultimate Fantastic Four, that one was kind of weird, because it started off with Mark Millar.
That's the only one I didn't actually care for, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but then again, it's a hard read.
No one in Marvel cares for the Fantastic Four. Yeah, and that's why there's actually not a Fantastic Four book no more, is there?
Fantastic Four, no.
Because I think it's the Thing and the Human Torch, but they don't know where Mr. Fantastic and
Sue Storm and the kids, the actual family, they don't know where it is. Yeah.
So the FF, it looks like they're taking hiatus from it.
It's weird. I cannot find when Ultimatum was.
We'll get back at you at that. I'm pretty sure it was about either a little bit before the Shock era, or right at the beginning of the Shock era.
Yeah.
I said, Ultimatum was weird. Yeah, Ultimatum was like, oh, we had to find a way to get readers to kill off this universe, and I was like,
yeah, that was my big problem with Ultimatum. They were trying to write themselves out of a corner, And then they pretty much cornered themselves in a worse way. And it became this whole thing where they tried to do the same thing. They're like, hey, brand new start for the Ultimate Universe. And it just didn't work. Like, a lot of it was bad, to be honest. A lot of it was trash.
And what are they doing with Ultimate Universe now? They're just like, they're blending it with our time, right?
Pretty much. The whole thing with the Ultimate Universe is they're still 2008.
2008?
Mm-hmm. So...
right before.
Yeah, just like...
because the Shock era was like around 2010.
Yeah. Right? That was my biggest thing with Ultimatum. But this has nothing to do with Ultimatum. This is the very beginning.
It's a good read.
This is fantastic stuff. It's something that if you have not read already, you should definitely read.
Believe me, you're going to read this one. You're going to want, like I said, you're going to want the second one and the third one, and then start tying in with other titles, and you're gonna want to read those titles.
Yeah, and if you're anything like me and you know writers, it has like an all-star cast. It has Mark Millar writes it for the first like 36 issues. Then Brian K. Vaughan. If you read Saga, if you read Why the Last Man, all that stuff, that's Brian K. Vaughan. Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead guy, he writes something on here. So there's like an all-star cast of writers that actually come in.
The Ultimate Universe had really good stuff.
Yeah, and this actually introduced me to one of my favorite artists, Ben Oliver, and he draws one of like the weirder Cable sagas for the X-Men. Okay. It's just really weird, but go ahead and pick this up. They're older, so you can probably find them like half-price books, something like that. You can find them for cheap, and you will not regret it.
Sooner or later you're gonna have the whole Ultimate collection.
Yeah, I have it. To be honest with you,
I have some of them too. I was like, surprised I bought them.
Yeah.
All right. But that's it for our reviews this week. We're gonna get real quick into the stuff that's coming out Wednesday.
Yeah. So,
all the new floppies.
Yeah, everything that's coming out tomorrow. Just remember, since you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Put in the comments anything that you agree or disagree with.
Yeah, tell us what your pick of the week was if you're a comment creator. Tell us which ones.
If you have something a little more long form, go ahead and send it to our email, citypod88@gmail.com.
You know what? Tell us what your favorite trade back is. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could review it. Give us.
Yeah, of course. I might have it, and I'd be willing to do it. Even if not, we'll buy it. We'll do whatever we have to. Yeah.
Follow us on all social media: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We have all of it. Mm-hmm. It's all Grimmworks.
Yes, sir.
So we just put on the search Grimmworks. You'll find the skull with the 4-leaf clovers, and that is us. And on YouTube, turn on the notifications to show us a little love. That's what YouTube does now.
Yeah.
And most important, tell your friends.
Yes, spread the word.
Tell them to come and watch the two fat guys talk crap about comics in a bad way.
Talk shit to each other and about comics.
On too long of a video.
But pretty much.
Once you get in conversation, you can't stop it. You just can't.
Okay.
Alright. I'll let him read off the list for next week. I can't read. I'm just sitting here and look pretty.
Alright, well, this is what's going to happen on Wednesday, July 5th. Alright.
Oh, the tension.
Yeah. So, Marvel. All new Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. All new Wolverine number 22.
I picked that up.
Avengers number 9. Black Bolt number 3. Captain America Steve Rogers number 17. Champions number 10. Daredevil number 23. Deadpool kills Marvel Universe again.
Yes! That's going to be a must read. He hates with those against Marvel universes are awesome, but whatever. Keep going with the list.
They're all terrible.
No, they're not.
Anyways, Hawkeye number 8, Iron Fist number 5, Jessica Jones number 10, Marvel Thor Ragnarok Prelude number 1. So that's the movie tie-ins.
Is it the movie tie-ins?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nick Fury number 4, Secret Empire Brave New World number 3, Spider-Man number 18, Spider-Man Deadpool number 19, Spider-Man Master Plan number 1, Star Wars number 33, Star Wars Adventures Ashcan, Star Wars Darth Maul number 3, Star Wars World 1 Adaptation number 4. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. True Believers, Amazing Fantasy starring Spider-Man number 1, True Believer Spider-Man number 1, True Believer Spider-Man Brand New Day number 1, Unstoppable Wasp number 7, Venom number 6, Weapon X number 3.
Venom number 6, X-Men Blue.
Mm-hmm. X-Men Blue is number 3, second printing. X-Men Gold number 2, 3, 4 are all second printings. X-Men number 7 is a brand new one.
The Marvel, the same thing you would recommend people to pick up?
Anything I'd recommend. If you do like Deadpool, go ahead and get it.
Yeah, they're such good stories. They are.
I'm gonna always talk crap about it, but
they're so good.
That's always something. Daredevil always is interesting to me. It's written by Charles Soule. That's somebody that I absolutely
Dude, I don't even know where Daredevil's at right now. I know they're trying to make him like the show, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. Spider-Man number 18. That's actually Miles. So, yeah, I'd pick up Spider-Man number 18.
Okay.
Even if it's in the middle of an arc, they have a previously page. They'll catch you up, and then you just read on. That's something I wish DC would adapt to, honestly. So those two for sure. Probably Venom numbers. Oh, it's a third printing or second printing. Spider-Man Master Plan. Let's see what that is. I'll actually read a description. Crime does pay. Everything goes perfectly for Peter Parker. He's got some time off and landed tickets to the hottest Broadway show in town.
That just sounds horrible already.
Another shoe ready to drop somewhere. Join everyone's favorite web slinger in an all-new story against his classic foe, the Crime Master. Also includes a special reprint of Amazing Spider-Man number 2, featuring the first appearance of the Vulture. This is a one-shot, by the way.
They're trying to get into the movie.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, because the movie comes out, Homecoming comes out this week.
Yeah, so I would avoid that one then. If it's part of that.
Tell us if you guys went to go watch Homecoming, what your thoughts were.
Yeah, most likely I will watch that movie.
The Black Bolt, I know they released a trailer for the Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what you think of that. Will you watch it? Will you not?
Yeah.
But that's enough Marvel talk.
Alright,
get us into DC.
Let's get into the good stuff. DC, Bane Conquest number 3.
That's what you're gonna start with.
Yeah, that's where it is, baby. Who actually writes this? Chuck Dixon. Oh man. Oh, this is an old comic. That's why. Or it's in the old style. Chuck Dixon. Yeah, he's a 90s writer. I think Chuck Dixon was the one that broke Batman's back.
Okay.
So Batman number 26, Cyborg number 14.
Batman 20. Okay,
Batman 26 is the next part to
the jokes and riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Right, paying that up.
Yeah. Cyborg number 14, DC Comics Bombshells number 30, Deathstroke number 21, After All from the Pages of Fable number 11, Green Arrow number 26, Green Lanterns number 26, Harley Quinn number 23, Injustice 2 number 5, Justice League number 24, Nightwing 24, Savage Things number 5, which is interesting because I like Savage, Shade the Changing Girl number 10, and Superman number 26.
That's a short list for DC.
It's a very short list for DC.
Well, I'm thinking Batman 26 is Joker and Riddles.
Yeah, I'd suggest picking up that.
I'm picking up Deathstroke 21.
Deathstroke 21.
This is the start of a new arc with his new team. Turns out Deathstroke is not evil no more. Oh, he wasn't really evil to begin with. He was a mercenary.
Yeah.
He's like,
if you find mercenaries evil, then yeah.
Oh, that's what Punisher is, and he ain't evil in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like Deathstroke.
Ooh, I would definitely pick up Green Lanterns number 26. Since I
haven't read a good Green Lantern comic in a while.
Yeah. Green Lanterns number 26 is the start of a new arc, as well as Green Arrow number 20.
Green Arrow sucks. I would never buy a Green Arrow ever.
I always give it a shot. Like I said, I'll give anything a shot.
I mean, Ollie's just one of those characters you're like, why?
Honestly, I'm a big Green Lanterns fan, to be honest with you.
Green Lantern's good. I'll read Green Lantern. And Green Arrow is garbage.
I've liked a few things that he's been in, but that's not necessarily like his.
And ever since Arrow became popular, they're trying to write him like more of a serious character, and he's still garbage.
During the New 52, there was an interesting arc. Maybe we'll touch on that later. But let's go on to our indies.
And indies has a big list. So we're going to give you what we think should be decent read or what is popular.
Yeah, or like number ones that look interesting to me, honestly.
Roman, read them to you. Read them to indies.
Alright, starting off with Amory Wars, Good Apollo number 4. And that is a Coheed comic.
Oh my god, I just got sick from my stomach.
I'm a Coheed fan and I read it. Is it good? Not really, but I'm still going to get it.
Nothing Coheed does is good.
Well,
nothing Coheed Cambria does is good. No music, no comics, no nothing.
You like Jonah Hex and Foghorn Leghorn?
And I'm like, hell yeah. Are we getting to it? Stop touching me.
Fucking hell yeah, that's gross. Cowboy fucking Mudvayne.
Fuck yeah. Anyways.
It's a fucking banjo.
Awesome.
No,
Cowboy hat, beer, and the beard? Great stuff. Anyway, we're not talking about music.
He's not even from fucking South. Fuck him.
Come on.
Ash versus Army of Darkness #1. Assassin's Creed Uprising #5. Assassin's Creation Reflections #4. Doctor Who 12th Doctor Year 3 #5. G.I. Joe #7. Green Lantern, what the fuck? I have Green Lantern on my head. Green Hornet meets Spirits #1. Grim Fairy Tales Tale of the Dead. Yeah, actually, that sounds interesting. Gwar or Gazmageddon #2. Gem and the Holograms Misfits Infinite #1. Jupiter's Legacy 2 #5. Justice Inc. Faces of Justice #1. That's actually pretty cool. I think I read there was one called Cowl. I think it might be the prelude to that. So that's pretty good. Letter 44 #34. Lumberjanes #39. Rat Queens #4. And that's the second volume now. Rick and Morty Pocket Like You Stole It #1.
Another
Riverdale #4. Sabrina #7.
The Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
They gave her a comic?
Yeah, but it's like a dark comic.
Really?
Yeah, you'll probably like it.
Huh.
I honestly liked the first one that they did, or when they did Afterlife with Archie.
And they're in issue 7?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a trade back should be out.
Yeah, there should be a trade back soon. We'll look that up off camera. Also, continuing the list, 7 to Eternity #7, Transformers Till All Are One #11, Uber Invasion #7. Uber Invasion is basically if the Nazis won World War II, and they won it with like a Nazi Superman type thing. So,
the thing they're doing the same thing they did with Superman. If he landed in Russia.
Yeah, but they're not Nazis.
No, I know, but that stuff.
It's sort of, yeah.
Alright.
And Walking Dead #169. Jesus Christ, it's that fucking long. Wicked and Divine #29, and Woods #30.
That Wicked and Divine sounds interesting.
It's weird. It's a weird. I remember picking up the first issue or the first graphic novel, I believe. I don't know if I still have it. We'll see.
All right. Well, that's your list for coming out for tomorrow.
Yep.
Tell us what you pick up. Mm-hmm. We'll tell you next week what we picked up. But for now, thanks for watching. This has been Tony and
Roman.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Later, guys.